So, I know they announced a new Witcher game a couple months ago, and it's something of a big deal, or at least it was. It's taken me so long to collect my thoughts on the matter that maybe no one cares by now? I guess we'll see, because, oh, do I have some thoughts? I've always been a fan of the Witcher series of video games. They take all the good parts from the original stories, which I've only read bits and pieces of, in all honesty. But I dare say the games do improve upon what the original stories have introduced people to in many ways. They also pulled a bit of a Tyrion Lannister and made our boy Geralt of Rivia, well, certainly not the hideous creature described in the books. But despite this, and other, shall we say, creative liberties taken by the team at CD Projekt Red, the Witcher series nevertheless managed to introduce players around the world to an enthralling universe with a this incredible story of love and loss and greed and envy that spans not only kingdoms but whole universes, each more strange and twisted than the last. Some of my favorite characters in gaming have come from the Witcher series, and I was, in all honesty, absolutely thrilled to see that the new game centers around none other than Cirilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon, known affectionately as Ciri, the adopted daughter of Geralt of Rivia and Yennefer of Vengerberg, the basically the in many ways the main character of the last game. Like, you played as Geralt, but the main story was about Ciri. Um, and the third game also ended with Geralt going into retirement, and uh, his daughter, right, Ciri, taking his place as a Witcher. Geralt is off living in a villa in the Duchy of Toussaint, uh, while Ciri became a monster hunter. Thing is, about the new trailer, I am I am concerned, shall we say. Not because they made Ciri like ugly or anything, because I mean seriously, she looks just like an older version of the same character introduced in The Wild Hunt. At least to me. She looks like, I don't know, late 30s, early 40s. I mean, whatever. Because I am more concerned about the fact that she's not just adopted the Witcher way of life, but the mutations as well. Admittedly, if anyone were going to be able to survive becoming a Witcher in their 20s, which is a wildly dangerous procedure even for children, but I digress, it would probably be the elder blooded fairy princess that is Ciri. What worries me more are the implications of such mutations, and if the current management at CD Projekt Red, who have given us such wonders as the perfect, flawless, absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever, Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever it was called, I'm concerned that they might not have the emotional intelligence to explore the implications of these mutations to their fullest degree, right? Because if you think about it, what do these mutations mean for Ciri? Does this mean, for instance, that she's now infertile? If if so, then Yennefer, her adopted mom, is going to lose her freaking mind because Yin would be so horrified after everything she personally has gone through and being infertile herself that her own daughter would willingly do that to herself. And I personally think that makes for a really interesting, mature, and arguably three-dimensional story to tell, with sort of it could appeal to various audiences and have two sides that each might make valid points and reasonings where you'd be able to understand each other's emotions. And what would Geralt think, for one, who has suffered as a result of his mutations, but who also has this respect for the craft itself, the Witcher profession, right? I would be curious to find out what he thinks about Ciri becoming a Witcher in more than just name, right? And for that matter, what does Ciri think about all this? Originally having the ability to teleport and open portals and whatnot, she was basically a freaking Dishonored character on magical steroids. She never really needed the mutations, I don't think, unless, judging by her interaction with the monster in the trailer that we were given, maybe it has to do with her trying to escape her destiny. Maybe the game is going to explore the alternate endings of the last game in a certain capacity, right? Maybe somehow she was, spoiler alert, maybe somehow she was meant to die, or to become the Empress of Nilfgaard, or something else entirely. And maybe this is her trying to escape her destiny somehow, maybe trying to negate the elder blood within her. Only time will tell, I guess, but I am willing to hold out hope that this could be a really cool game. So far, I haven't seen anything to wholeheartedly despise, I don't think, but my curiosity has been piqued. And I hope, hope that they will stick the landing on this one. I have been burned before, but we have the potential for a really great game here. A great story and probably some great gameplay and great side quests too, but it's really hard to tell at this point. Um, so, yeah, that's what I think about all of that. Bye.